Good morning, good morning, good morning, loves. How are you? Ever working on setting things up so I can experience you as close as possible? And so bear with me as I've kind of rigged up a new way I can get my mic closer because I like our conversation to be as gentle as possible. I like to set up my mic to be as like easy for me to not have to super project my voice. I like to have it as close. I like to work like Cher. I like to eat the mic, right? And so yesterday during the broadcast, unfortunately, when I was working with it, at the very end of our broadcast, I unplugged the mic. So we lost our audio completely. Always working on the lighting, always working on gathering with you in a special way. Bear with me for a moment. I added a little special twinkle. Can you hear me okay, Tasha? I see that you're hello. Hello, Get Woke. Hello, Juliana. Hello, Brianna. Sweethearts, can you let me know if the audio's okay? A lot of times, Boone, my sweetheart son, will pop on. And let me know if you can hear me okay. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Juliana. I added something. Hang on. You got to get the full view for a second. Hang on one second, okay, cute hearts? Oh, well, that doesn't look like it wants to work. Okay, need new batteries. There we go. Oh yes, I'm not just like Cher when I want to eat the mic. I'm like Cher when I want sublime lighting. So thank you for being here. We gather in these spaces very, very specifically in the name of love. We do that by striking this wooden match and lighting our candle, and burn it if you got it, to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. How sweet it is to gather with you. Does everybody have something lovely to drink? We've got some neat things to cover today. And for those of you that have been here from the very first moments of tarot today, you know that I'm feeling into this space because it's very much a real living fecund field, a field that's new to me, gathering daily like this. So I have to sort of survey the land. It takes time for me to move around in the space and figure it out. My dream is to get this down to about a 13 to 25-minute broadcast every day. I think that's sustainable for me. What I've been really happy and frankly, like very moved by is the support that folks have given me with the super chat and super stickers. Thank you for supporting my magic. Thank you for supporting the works of our worldwide coven of just deep, cute hearts. Remember that we gather in a longer form on Fridays as a bit more of like a reverent and I would say church-like form. We can read poetry and cast spells. Tarot today is for us to create works and amplify magic of other incredible creators. There's a baby spider that's kind of moving through the field. I don't know if you can see that floating by, but oh, how sweet is that we have a fresh baby spider here. We'll do Tarotscopes and we'll do unboxings and all kinds of stuff. Today, our magic is centered around our card of the day, which is the 5 of waves. The key word is grief. The 5 of waves is adorned with a very milky, very baby lavender and a full moon. beckoning us to really celebrate life, celebrate that we live in these bodies that are of darkness and light, and that grief is fully and completely part of our everyday experience, even if in these unsustainable towers of white capitalist patriarchy that are truly, truly must be in bold, all caps, unsustainable, so they are falling. And, we're contributing to that with our magic, with our wildness, with our ability to choose to not vilify grief, to move towards grief with love and reverence. You see that over on my reels for the card of the day this morning that I have chosen for us, the 5 of Waves. The moon's in Scorpio, right? And there are tarot cards that are associated with Scorpio. The Death card is associated with Scorpio. And the 5 of Waves, aka the 5 of Cups. My keyword for this is grief and grieve, right? It's an active, participatory movement of the body, movement of the flesh. And Scorpio is a water sign, so it's all about our emotions and our ability to really choose grief as a teacher. So feel free in the chat to talk about the things that you're actively working with in this Scorpio moon. Please let me know if that light is too bright for you. I'm kind of trying out something different because I wasn't in love with how it was looking like a hellscape, which I love. I love like wicked lighting. It was just a little bit too red and orange. So I'm trying a different lighting right now. And so let me know in the chat if you want me to dim the lights just a little bit. I can easily do that. I think I can do that by just turning the screen down on this machine too. Oh, that's softer. I like that. So sweethearts, what are you working with? What are you grieving? What are you actively participating in? How is grief teaching you right now? The more that you kind of embody this work and chat with one another, the more that YouTube puts this digital footprint out there in the world, so that's greatly appreciated. I burn this 6-hour candle service for all of you that are subscribers to the channel, whether you're with us live or whether you're with us chatting in the comments after. Temperance, who's very precious to me in the UK, has been coming in and chatting in the comments, which is lovely. They're amazing. Speaking of grief, they were able to talk about how they turned their Nana onto my channel, onto our Friday broadcasts, and that she watched it religiously and would talk to Temperance about the things that we would cover in this space, everything from the magic and works of Leonora Carrington to the incredible ways that we were working with our plant allies and the nectars of our body. So feel free to like this video. It's really important. You don't only have to use the super chat and super stickers to support me. That subscribe button is huge. Tapping the bell for notifications. It's a way that I can create sustainable work over here, and it costs you nothing and it means everything to me. So thank you so, so much. So yes, are you enjoying Moon Baby Magic Tarot card of the day and a double whammy, Rashonda Tramble over at Stay Woke Tarot, who please tell me that you've gone and followed them on Twitter and that you've subscribed to their YouTube channel, which doesn't matter to me that it's dormant. There's incredible content on that channel, and that you're with them on Instagram as they literally are blowing up before our eyes in a gorgeous, beautiful way. Rash created a post the other day, last week, I think to the day, about ageism in our spiritual communities. And they mentioned my name as well, and then went so far as to tag Vogue magazine, low key. And honestly, for me, my experience is you reach a certain age and it's like everything is calling in, including what we do for ourselves, including how we call in our grieving, actions as our teacher. So enjoy Rash utilizing Moon Baby Magic for their card of the day for the whole month of February. I'm so touched, moved, blown away. There's so many creators that I am here to feature, especially for Black History Month. And you will, it's like not a, I'm just sliding it in theme. This is a lifelong action of amplifying the works of Black, Indigenous people of color in all of my spaces. It's extra, extra loud for Black History Month. So Damashana has created a beautiful tarot spread called Choices that we're going to get into today. It's awesome. They did it on the Libra moon, which is great. I'm a Libra sun. And I very much appreciate the ability to organize and utilize our fabulous tarot that we adore so much to help us with our choices. So I love it's all caps, choices. Damashana is someone that I admire greatly. We had like a little cute, happy DM relationship before they went and blew up. It remains. We still be chatting. Damashana and I met when Marcella Kroll created their book Priestess, which is a beautiful, beautiful bibliomancy book. And they had a panel in Los Angeles before the pandemic. And some of the folks on the channel were Jani Nicholas, the fabulous Julian Sombrano, who is the proprietor, owner of Mostly Angels LA, where Leah Garza creates the online content, the programming for Mostly Angels LA education. And I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly how to say their very unique name, but they have 22 teachings. I can look it up. They've also got a YouTube channel, and they were on the panel. Chani Nicholas was an epic experience to see them on the panel, and Julian Sombrano held it down in the most glorious way. I had such a great time that night, and I got to meet Diana Rose Harper, who's Damashana. And shortly after that, my family created a tarot-thon for migrant justice here in Orange County at my beloved Makara Center for the Arts when they had a brick and mortar Center for the Arts. Now they're everywhere because they're digital with the lending library and so many things. So they were very, very kind to offer their space. And Damashana was a generous, beautiful volunteer reader, along with Marcella, Sarah Faith Gottesdiener, wonderful Sonia of Tender Wolf Tarot, Valerie Yamada was a reader. Leah Garza spoke and also turned us on to the works of the Angry Tias and Abuelas of the Rio Grande Valley, who are amazing, that we funneled all of the funds that we collected that day for Tarot-thon for Migrant Justice. Leah Garza is a very, very precious friend of mine and also created their Akashic Records readings that day. Anna from Mostly Angels was a reader that day. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. At the last minute, we had a couple of folks drop out for their own personal reasons. And incredibly, Marcella Kroll, we were celebrating her book that day, and we created our own panel utilizing Priestess for Bibliomancy live. And the amazing Marcella was so generous. When they found out this morning, I texted them and said, we're down a reader. And they brought their wonderful friend Simone down. And they were a reader that day too. It was a real act of love. It was a love-making act for community, with community, for the fundraising for migrant justice with the works that Angry Tias and Abuelas are creating. So I adore Damashana. I adore Diana Rose. I adore the works of magic that they create in the world. And now they're a contributor to Chani Nicholas's really seminal works through their app, the Chani app, which is so much more than just astrology. I'm very new to it. I'll create a video for it all on its own. Right now, I'm focusing on the works of Damashana because they're a contributor. They've got a partner in a brand new tarot deck coming out, which we will definitely utilize on their channel here, and it's called Rosebud Tarot, and I'm looking forward to it. Diana Rose is creating the text, the guidebook, and they're working with an artist friend of theirs. And today we'll be creating their magical choices spread, which I'm going to open up now and we're going to get into. If you want me to pull you a card today, please utilize the super chat. If I don't see super chat and you have a burning question, do your best to get my attention. It's a little bit more challenging with my eyesight and eye shape to see the chat really, really well. Those super stickers, they stand out in the chat because they've got a color. You can also come to me on Fridays at 12:30 p.m. Pacific for our longer form weekly broadcast with our Worldwide Coven. And let's get into it. And then we'll do our Tarotscopes for the day. So I'm excited to work with all of you all. Let me just pull up our choices tarot spread and say hey to everybody for a moment. I love this tarot spread. It's beautiful. I am going to link it in the description of this video so you can actually physically see it. Damashane is a gorgeous artist, not just with their written word, but their visual arts. They have a way of presenting things that's just absolutely beautiful. And so, yes or no, a spread to help with making decisions. I'm going to pull this off right now so you can actually physically see this. And if you don't have the privilege of being on Instagram, you can take a screen grab of this. I just want to make sure that I've got privacy here. And you're able to see Damashena's beautiful Instagram handle. This is choices. Isn't it good? Just capturing the lighting just so. And before we get started on choices, I think they look great together. Choices, and my 5 of waves, keyword grieve for the full moon. Choices is a 6-card spread. And we'll get into it in just a second, but I really want to beckon us into our body. So our works of magic are works that we physically embody, that we recognize that as we go through grief, sometimes it can cloud our vision and our ability to know which way to go. And the choices spread is so genius. So let's do our simple swallow spread. Sorry, not the swallow spread, the swallow spell, which I utilized when folks that are incarcerated started reaching out to me as a way that we can exist without tools completely and still cast our spells into all the nectars of our body. It's a very Scorpio spell in its simplicity, in its aqueous water base, the way that we enchant the nectars of our body as we swallow in this simple spell. So gather your energy and breathe deeply in through your nose. Enjoy the sweet sounds your body makes. Breathe out through your open lips and say, Ma. Take liquid into your mouth, and as you feel that liquid on your tongue and through all the magic of your mouth, which, by the way, we're going to deeply get into at my Sensuous Transfiguration through Pleasure Magic spell. There's so many systems and so many ways that our mouth connects us to our sexual organs and all the energy meridians of our body. Enchant the liquid that's in your mouth, and then swallow with intention, charging the liquid in your mouth to go to all the grief in your body, all the spaces in your body, all the cracks, and fill them up with your spell intention. Let's do that now. And really love that ASMR sound of my swallow. Let's have a sort of rule of 3 with our swallows. That was 1. Let's go again. Now 3. I love that swallow spell. It's 100% supported by my fabulous best friend who I don't get to see anymore, who used to have that awesome transcontinental ability to move around in the world and visit often from England. And now all we got is an audio. So the swallow spell kind of came from, they have a very distinctive swallow. And it came from the way that their teenage kids would tease them about their swallow. And for me, I just love it. I love it. And it reminds me of the simplicity of our magic. All right, my loves. I'm going to say hey real quick and see who's with us today. Hello, hello. I'm going to turn up the screen just a little bit and then I can turn it back down. Hi, Edgar. Loving you so much. Edgar, I need to figure out how to tag people in the chat because I try by just doing the @ symbol and it doesn't grab it quite right. Do I need to pop off and then pop back on? I don't know how that works, but I'm really happy to figure it all out. Hi, Get Woke. I said hi to you already, but it has to be stated again. It's really, really lovely to have you. And hello, Juliana, sweetheart. Hello. Yeah, good. I'm glad you're feeling joy today. Thank you so, so much for sharing that. That's fabulous. Hello, Brianna. Good morning to you. Enchanted vibes today. Yes, lovely. All right. Hello, Tasha. So, Tasha, you're in the UK, aren't you, sweetheart? It's good to have you. Hi, Celeblin. Lovely to see you. Hi in Canada, Celeblin. Hello, hello. Hi, Melissa Glass Gavlin. Someday I got to figure out what that means. Hi, Maria L. Lovely. Thank you for letting me know that there's good audio today. Happy Juniper Day, everyone. Much love and abundance to us all. Well, thank you for stating that, Maria. Share more about that, please. Hi, Jen. It's good to see you. Oh, Capricorn vibes in the house. We've got foundation. Hi, Sister Witch. Love you madly. You're wonderful. Yes, hello. Oh, thank you so much, Tasha, for stating that you liked this reading from me yesterday. Kick in the butt. Love you. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mylita. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that compliment. That's really kind of you. I'm so glad that you were open to me reaching out to you yesterday with my audio cut. You can share that 2 of waves with Edgar. I gave them an extra card and I'm going to have to pop over because I listened to the broadcast today and the audio was forever cut. So now I know how delicate, how poorly engineered some of the things on YouTube are on this platform. If I lose camera, if I lose audio, I lose them permanently in this broadcast. It's too delicate. It's too delicate. They really should have asked for aged mothers, for queer folks, for trans folks, for people of color, for our opinions when this World Wide Web was created. We would have said, have a backup to the backup, have some snacks in your purse. That's too delicate if I lose audio that I lose it permanently in this live stream. So, Sweetie Pies, Edgar, I'm going to send you a DM of that 2 of waves. It was a gorgeous reading, and I already DM'd Mylita with their card. They had another card, so you can share that 2 of waves with Edgar if you'd like to, sweethearts. There's always a way to connect. Hello, hello, Christine Meyer. It's good to see you. Hi, Carolyn Cronkite. Sending you so much love. Are you snowy back there, honey? Aw, lovely. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that there's magic and witchcraft in your baby girl's dorm room. That's really important that they have spiritual tools to clear the air. That's a lot of energy in a dorm room. Lovely. Hi, Jessie Grubb. I hope that I said that correctly. Hi, Jordan. Love you so much. I know. Thank you always for loving my fishtail braid. Love you so much, sweetheart. Hi, Nicole Bryant. Love you so much, Vaporwave. Love you so so much, cutie. Now, I didn't mention that we had far more volunteers at our Tarot-thon for migrant justice at Makara Library back in 2019. We literally couldn't have done it without you, Nicole Bryant, who on the fly created a complete system for how we were going to connect folks that were contributing to receive reading from some of these really pretty fucking famous readers that were volunteering that day and get them in those seats. We had an outdoor, a lovely, lovely garden affair. It was quite beautiful. And Nicole Bryant was our coordinator and developed a system with a fabulous smile and so much love. Nicole, I adore you so much, cute heart. Love and miss you so much. Hi, Claire Noonan. You're lovely. Thank you so, so much. Thank you for telling me I look cute. Love the braid too. Thank you so much. Vegan Brewhecky, how you doing? Are you still in Brooklyn, honey bunny? I asked yesterday, but I didn't see it in the chat. Oh, yes. I'm grateful for this too. And I'm very much looking forward to how this works. Like when one enters into space to sleep under the stars, it takes time to set up the tent. That's what we're doing right now, is this is a new daily form. Once we get down to it, we'll be able to create that brief form so you can pop over here in simplicity, or you can be with us for that longer form on Fridays. Okay, sweetheart? So thank you so, so much for your appreciation, Vegan Brewhecky. Thank you for the way that you have encouraged my family with our plant-based lifestyle. We reference you and your wild magic all the time over here. So thank you so much for your reverence and your celebration of plant life, plant worshiping, and nourishing ourselves with the magic of living enzymes. You're fabulous, Vegan Brewhecky. Oh, I love you so much. Jen has something to say. Oh, thank you so much for loving the channel. Thanks for loving the braid. Ray, I'm going to be pulling a card for you. Thank you so, so much. It makes the chat jump, but I can easily find my way back. Yes, my Lita, lovely. Oh, I'm glad you're learning from the 5 of Waves. Good. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Oh, Edgar, lovely. So, so amazing that you're here to drop in. Folks, the works that we're creating here are fun, and they're serious, and they're weighted and foundational. It's important that we enliven and support each other's magic. If you have something that you want to share that you're amplifying in these days, please put it in the chat. Namely, the works of Edgar Fabian Frias. Most of the folks know Edgar here, but do you know that you need to go subscribe to their channel? Let's boost Edgar over to 1,000 subscribers so they can get that community tab going and qualify for super stickers. I think that's what it takes. It takes time and it takes energy, and that's something that we have. We have time and energy. So go hit that subscribe button for Edgar, okay, sweethearts? Hi, Sarah Lofthouse. Love you so much. Hello, hello. Oh, goodness. Yes. Hello. Yay. Saying hello to each other. And hello, Rachel, Femspiration, lovely. Hello, Claire Olivia, and lovely English stories. I'm glad you're here. Hello, hello. Hi, Julie Santana. Good morning, beautiful love. Oh, thank you so much for loving the braid. Okay, I rearranged what you said, but I got there. Okay, sweethearts. I think. Yes, plant worship is pleasure magic. Thank you for... Vegan Brewhecky, your magic is so gorgeous. I absolutely love the works you get up to over on Instagram. Please remind me to put your Instagram here in the description of this video so we can go over and follow you on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Jordan, for stating that you've loved following everyone here in our coven. We are such an amazing and inspiring bunch. We are. And speaking of bunch, kiss those Carson toes for me. All right, loves. One more good swallow spell, and this is for our 5 of Waves card of the day. Let's gather our energy and take that liquid form in our mouth and enchant it with our spell intention to celebrate our grief as a great teacher, and then swallow it, and that enchanted nectar will travel to the places in our body to illuminate the grief teacher. Teachers. It's called 5 of waves, not 5 of wave. It comes in waves, honey love. Beautiful. All right, sweeties. So, choices. I think I can read this without my glasses, and I can create a little better lighting here for us. Choices was created by Damashana when the moon was in Libra. So it made sense to them to feed and share this spread that they posted in their stories. And this spread they use to help them organize their thoughts when faced with a decision they're having trouble making for whatever reason. How generous is that? That they took something that's a tool that worked for them and they worked it into the world. I think I'll shuffle while we work here, sweeties, and allow me to make sure I've got a full deck there. There we go. Because I like to keep an ordered deck so we can enjoy our flip chart whenever we want to, because that's a big, big part of Moon Baby Magic Tarot. Diana Rose went on to say, admittedly, they very often use Josephine McCarthy's yes-no layout from her book, Tarot Skills for the 21st Century, but some questions didn't work as well with that particular spread, and that's where this one comes in. Different spreads, different information provided, equal support with making a choice. Damashana said that they like this one in large part because it doesn't outright tell you yes or no, which is huge. It gives one information so you can make the choice that's more appropriate for you. All right, so we are shuffled up. We will break the deck with our left hand, simply because it's tarot tradition that I like, and not necessary. Oh, what's going on here? We have some cards that are a bit disordered. I think that this calls for a bit more shuffling, which is a very Libra Sun thing to do. If we can create more space, if we can sort of stay on the dance floor longer, we will. All right, honey loves. What is going on with this deck? There's some trickery. There's some fun card action going on here, sweeties. Let's do it. The backs are really noisy today. They want to be seen and heard, and they shall be. All right. There's our card of the day rolling by. Bring on the grief. I don't know. I'm laughing about grief today because I have been in this body for 55 years, so I have learned that embarrassment is like fake grief. It's for me at this point in my life, embarrassment is comedy now. And so when things get fuckered up and when you unplug and when you speak into the void, to laugh about it as best you can and as quick as you can. All right, honeys. So here we go. Breaking the deck into 3 as is tarot tradition. Thank you, Trickster. Center of the pile is being noisy and wanting all the space. Card 1. And I'm going to take a peek at this form because it's so beautiful. I want to set it up just the way Diana Rose did. Card 1, I believe, I'm just going to go over to their Instagram. I need to get this right because their work is so generous and I want to get it right. Popping over to their Instagram page right now. They created this as a full-on post. And, sweethearts, bear with me. I'm looking at Rashonda Tramble's beautiful face. This is the first thing I saw on my feed. Can you even take it? This gorgeous beauty? Can you even take our luck and love that this gorgeous beauty is our teacher in this Hierophant year? Thank you for your contribution. It says, Jen Gallo, I'm happy to read and pull a card for you. Stay Woke Tarot, Rashunda Tramble, epic beauty. So now we go over to Dama Shana, Diana Rose. There we go. And I'm going to pull this up because I do need to know. Okay, look. Here's another screen grab that you can happily take. Please go over and follow them as well so you can support their work and amplify their works, right? And so this is easy. I just take a little screen grab of that, sweethearts. And this is just how I do it. You have to authentically find the way you do it, sweethearts. I understand that with the amount of words that I use, I basically show people how to have a broadcast. But sweeties, you got to figure out how to have your own broadcast. This is my broadcast. I really sincerely mean that when I say that magic is your birthright. Everything's a spell. This is my spell. This is my intellectual property. This is my inspiration. This is my magic. And you can do it. You can find your own. It's so worth the pain because you're going to feel the pain. It's very real. All right, cute hearts. So with the choices spread, the card one is the short-term consequences of saying yes, right? And I want to make sure that I know exactly where that card one goes. So the card one that stood out at the top is the overall advice. That's card 6. So card one, the left side says, if yes, the short-term impact is the far left. Long-term impact is right next to it. I'm going to move my delicious hot water. I love to just drink hot water with a simple cardamom pod in there. And then card 3 is short-term consequences of saying no. And that jumps over the center of the reading and begins your right side. And then card 4 is the long-term consequences of saying no. That's long-term impact. And I'm moving my moon advice, right? And then fabulously, card 5 is foundational. It's what lies beneath. It's underneath the cards, and it's the underlying influences worth paying attention to. And then that 6th card is at the top of the reading. That's the overall advice. I adore the 6th card. In my readings, the 6th card placement is your relationship with your spirit guides and your mental process. So you can receive messages directly from your spirit guides in the 6th placement. So for me, this overall advice in the 6th position is so comfortable and familiar to me. I love you, Diana Rose. I hope you're with us, or I hope you're visiting later so you can know how much we love and appreciate your magic. All right, sweethearts. So card 1 in our choices is our short-term consequences of saying yes. We have pulled the Queen of Waves, remothering. This is very, very familiar to me as well, because as we come into that place of nurturing ourselves, there are 100% consequences to that. I have a living mother in the world still, and as I am a mother, there are consequences to the way that I have sovereignty in my mothering, right? In the way that I'm remothering my physical form, and that affects my relationship with my mother, and it affects my relationship with my actual human children. So the short-term consequences of saying yes is that I will be growing more physically accustomed to the strength and the power of being my own sovereign being. Beautiful. So yeah, you get a little boost of energy when remothering yourself consciously. And it physically has a sensation in the body of a foundation. It's like, for me, it's like sinking into a really fabulous, cozy chair. And now you have time and space just for yourself because you said so. That's what I feel like this Queen of Caves is telling us. Do it your way. In the short term, you're going to have a really delicious seat. The second card is the long-term consequences of saying yes. Let's see what comes up. The long-term consequences is our Hanged One card in Moon Baby Magic Tarot. The keyword is pause. You create space around yourself and this long-term consequence, and that is pleasure and pain. When I have that ego mass in shape, in space, with my relationship with my living mother, and specifically my living daughter in that femme body lineage, the trio of us used to hang out all the time. And what is it, your relationship with your parent? What is it with your relationship with your baby self, your inner parent, your inner child? How are you creating ways that you're sort of separating those out so you can distinctly know the voice, which is your inner mother and your inner child? You can only do it by creating pause, but it also rearranges those relationships that used to be in that ego mass relating pattern, which needs everybody to stay on their script. When you sort of separate out that mother and child within, that ego mass no longer has people in a script. It lets people be more sort of wild and exploring. So take that time to know the difference between that mother and that child voice within. Oh my, we're doing this thing. Card 3, the short-term consequences of saying no. We've got the 10 of Caves birthright. Well, we get that boost when we say no, of speaking our truth. That blue field shows us speaking the truth. We probably have a really delicious, good meal when we say no because we're like, hell yeah, you pop your collar. It's very physical when you have the ability to say no, and you earn why you said no. You give that as a gift to yourself. That birthright that you have of saying no is a delicious feast that you 100% can and need to ground yourself with when you find that no within, okay? It needs the energy of actual food. And vegan brew, you can see this card is adorned with lots and lots of plant magic. There's a apple sliced on the horizon to reveal the star within, right? Of course, we've got a pomegranate split open, also revealing the star within, sweethearts. We've got Cara oranges and Meyer lemons. There's a beautiful avocado and a juicy strawberry. And there's also a nice open fig. I love figs. And figs play prominent in my Sensuous Transfiguration through Pleasure Magic spell. On Saturday, there's room on the broom, honey loves. Come over and have a body love making feast with a very special coven. So happy. All right, sweethearts, card 5 is the underlying influences worth paying attention to. Underlying influences worth paying attention to. 8 of Blades, keyword subservience. You know, that's Juniper's little paw. And in my Instagram stories today, you can see Juniper cleaning their paw in a way I never knew was possible. This is my first animal familiar that's a cat. I had a kitten before that I rescued from the moving engine of my car when I was a teenager, but we needed to actually give her to a permanent home. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep her in my home because folks had allergies, but that was a beautiful 2 weeks where I had my baby. Her name was Feral, and she was an orange tabby, just so precious. Juniper's healing so many places in my family. This Eight of Blades is adorned with juniper's paw in the middle of a stained glass, which shows me that the cathedral is within our mind and our body connection that we must be subservient to. I love subservience for being a sexy word that shows us being subservient to a really, really worthy, sensuous, and sexual partner. The underlying influences worth paying attention to is the consciousness, the mental choices that we make with who and what we're subservient to. Keep it sexy by all means, and enjoy what you're subservient to, those choices that you're subservient to, because you know the bottom's really the top. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh my goodness, I didn't do that right. This is the long-term consequences of saying no. Oh, how fun a live stream is. This is the fourth card, and it's the long-term consequences of saying no. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay. Just at the last second, I said the underlying influences. And really, honestly, honey, there's something about the subservient card that really beckons us to take the bottom position, which is where that underlying influences is calling us. I wanted to talk about subbing and bottoming. So take it easy, right? My magic is very much a switch magic. I love the bottom and I love the top. So that just wanted to be stated in our broadcast today, cute hearts. This Eight of Blades in the fourth position, the long-term consequences of saying no, has a real gentleness to it of subservience, that you're paying attention to energies, you're paying attention to essences as they move through the air spaces, right? There's a gentleness with how you receive other people's opinions and magic spells and ideas, and you're able to let it go a lot easier, right? That you know how to listen to yourself, that you know how to be subservient to your true magic spell, right? Even when you get distracted or you get influenced by others, you know how to find your way back to yourself through the body in that little kitten paw. All right, cute hearts. So let me just fix this light just a little tiny bit, honeys. I'm learning how to do these things live. There we go. All right, honeys. Now we're at the fifth card, the underlying influence worth paying attention to. I believe this is the body in motion, the body in action. How lucky are we? Oh, no big deal. We just pulled the World card as our underlying influences worth paying attention to. The World isn't always like an easy, gentle card to pull, sweethearts. The World card shows Juniper adorned with butterflies and sacred moths all around them, which, believe me, this kitten would love to kill. They are an expert hunter of winged things in our home. I literally put our fly swatter in the garage. I literally put it, I use that thing to shoo out flies. It's my natural talent. But Juniper is just on patrol 24 hours a day. The World card doesn't necessarily mean that we're in this space of gentle, happy celebration as we encounter the World. Because when we pull the World card, it might be the end of the major arcana, but it's the beginning of the journey. It's almost like in Candyland, where it pulls us all the way back to the beginning of the next fool's journey of ours, right? So it's always time to begin again. It's always time to remember that that wheel keeps turning, that the world is a circle, and it's meant to be spiralic in its motion and its orbit, spinning, 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 and to really feed yourself with what you love to stay grounded. This is a very much a body spell, a food-based spell. Typical Taurus rising. And then finally, our overall advice, and I believe this is coming directly from our spirit guides. the Magician card. I'm in love with this reading. I'll create a post about this and I'll put it up in my Instagram stories. It's so beautiful. I love the Magician card for us right now. This is the overall advice. Remember, the Magician, which is fabulous at the top of our reading, has that symbol of the never-ending infinity, which is that 8 on its side. The Magician, key 1, shows all of the elements on their table in the Pixies depiction, the Pamela Coleman Smith depiction on the Smith Rider-Waite deck. And in my Moon Baby Magic Tarot, it's the sacred Joshua tree. The sacred Joshua tree offers to us the sturdiness of that desert enactment of subtle magic, subtle, enduring magic. That's our overall advice: to keep your shit together by eating gorgeous plant-based food, to help keep your shit together, and to be more magical. I love this reading for us today, sweethearts. Matter of fact, I am going to rewild this back into the deck, so I'll take a quick photo of this that I can play around with, so I can build this back and remember these cards for our reading. And we'll get into it, pulling a couple of cards for lovely contributors today. I'm just magically placing these back in the deck, okay? Looking at you instead of looking at the deck, all right, honey loves? One at a time. We've been playing the game that we received for winter solstice called Exploding Kittens. Does anybody know about this? They claim, and we received this from Goddix Divine themselves, they claim on the box that they're the most successful Kickstarter in the history of Kickstarter. And I happen to know about Kickstarter, the wild and woolly space of Kickstarter, which I love and believe in. And hold on to your bras and panties, y'all. My next Kickstarter is coming up in spring, so hang in there. My dream is that it will be in the 3rd week of April, moving through Beltane into May. So that's my dream. Let's see if I can't make that come true. So Exploding Kittens, you rewild the exploding, you rewild a really specific card back into the deck any way you want to. You can look at where you place it. It's fun. And I've been doing that with tarot cards now that I want to rewild back into the deck. Thank you so much, Damashana, Diana Rose, for this beautiful, Diana Rose Harper, for your gorgeous choices spread. I love it so, so much. So, honey loves, let's take a peek and see who's getting a card today. I know that Jen's here and Ray, you're here as well. So Ray, this one's for you. Thank you so much for your contribution. How fun are super stickers and super chat? I just learned about it myself. You can go and animate one of those gifts. They're all worth a different amount. And it's such a kind of fun way to support the works on this channel. More than anything, the subscription is the big deal. Your presence is a big deal. Hitting the bell for notifications, definitely liking this video is a big, big deal. So thank you so much for all of it. The above and beyond of your financial contribution is just epic. So Ray, I'm called to pull this from within the deck. You've got the Judgment card, mutual aid. I feel like this theme has come up for you before. Every single work of magic that you create is about utilizing your privilege. Like straight up. It's literally all about the energy. The real X marks the spot of your privilege, and enjoying that you live to create reparations, and mutual aid is the form for that. This color is oxblood. The color of oxblood is really beckoning into your body, specifically through the double X of your heart space, your breasts, the sacredness of what you're creating that will feed many. It has to actually, as the impetus, the starting point, the double X marks the spot. It has to be about mutual aid, and it has to be about the blood magic that you're creating in mutual aid. How exciting. I love, love, love that you've got a succulent and a rose on this card. They're both very hardy and in very, very different ways. They want to be fed differently. So there's two different modalities of your magic that are both really hardy and want to be fed in completely different ways. So go to both of those modalities in magic and ask them how they want to be fed. And both of them need to have a core of mutual aid. Wow, special. Thank you for letting me read for you, sweetheart. And Jen, I think this next card's for you, sweetie. Oh my goodness. I was dying watching you have that delicious birthday feast without me. I love and miss you so, so much. Sweethearts, my sister witch Jen Gallo gave me the gorgeous Taschen Tarot of Salvador Dali. We have a matching set. Thank you for that, Jen. I love you so, 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 so much. I've yet to do a review on my channel. Lovely. You've got the Emperor card. 2 major arcana in a row. Hello, babes. This is key 4. This is about the structures from last year that you personally are making your bitch. My channel. The structures of last year are what you're kind of structuring for how this year looks. Take it to your nest. Take it to your nest. I feel like with a little bit of movement of the things that are physically in your home, you're going to feel so much better. This is a call for you to actually like physically redecorate, splurge on yourself a little bit. Sweethearts, 2 full moons in a row for you fabulous, powerful contributors, Ray and Jen. I love that. Something wants to be said in that ragin. It's a word that wants to be seen. The structures of your life are asking to be celebrated and restructured, Jen. And enjoy that. Literally, it's time for you to like just fix up your nest in a new and special way. Enjoy that. So special. And I might have seen somebody else come in asking a question. Thank you, Get Woke. I'm seeing here you're saying, hello, beautiful, a card for your business. You're trying to grow. Please. Thank you for your kindness. I swear to you, like politeness is sexual for me. I just love it so, so much. Thank you for that. I just thought I'd throw that in there. That's part of your reading. And how am I today? Super, super good. There's so much magic afoot. I had an epic meeting with my printer yesterday, and we love each other so much. So thank you for asking. In business, work with people you love. My printer cost me an arm and a motherfucking leg, and I can't quit them, as the movie says. I love them. I admire them. I respect them so much. And I believe in the magic that we're both creating so much. And I need to work within my ethics, which is totally part of your reading because you asked me so kindly how I'm doing today. You have to work with people that you love and admire, even though it might cost you an arm and a leg. Or whatever. You know, cost isn't always money, right? How does it cost you to work with the people that you're working with? And is it worth it? Does it match your ethics? You got to create ethical magic. All right, here we go. Well, look at this. As much as I ordered these cards because I had so many in different directions, look what's showing up for you, honey love. The Hierophant card. The Hierophant card in the Hierophant year, which is the card right after key 4. We've got key 5, the Hierophant. Forget woke. What a set of cards with you 3 beautiful witches. Oh, and my body is speaking up, a nice tummy growl, even with the full belly, a gorgeous tummy growl. This cauldron, the great cauldron of the belly is calling you, Get Woke. Find your inspiration within the great cauldron of the belly. The fire in your belly is calling, right? The fire in your belly. The moon phase is the waning gibbous moon phase, which is showing you releasing your expectations of others. This is about you looking yourself straight in the eye about you, what you really can accomplish with how you are able. Fives speak to how you are able. This is key 5. The keywords are emotional intelligence. What a reading. You're going to have to go back and listen to that. And I strongly suggest that you do like a voice recording on your telephone and listen to all of it really, really carefully. Get woke. Okay, sweethearts, it looks like we're ready to get into our Tarotscopes. Wow, thank you for that fabulous opportunity. See, we have a couple more cards that are upright in here. So I'm going to leave it as is, and I just won't look as I pull this card for you, Aries, that's coming up right now. How's everybody doing in the chat? Loving all of you here so much. Yes, Mercury retrograde, so awesome. Yes. Thank you, sweethearts. Oh my goodness, Jen, I'm so excited you get to redecorate. Show me how it is. Aries, sun and moon. Well, you're just not stopping. Get woke. Here we go, Aries. Sun, moon, and rising. This one's for you. Today's key word card of the day, grieve. Something about your business is grieving you, is ailing you. Something about the way you conduct business is wanting to be seen. You got to go lick those wounds, get woke. You got to go lick those wounds and go to those spaces. Thank you so much for your loving contribution, Rose. I'll pull a card for you after our Tarotscope, sweetie. So the 5 of waves, grieve. You got to be there for yourself. And remember, this purple field is calling you to greater divine, the spirit messages that are awaiting you in this grieving process. All right. That's for you, Aries / get woke. Another full moon. I mean, we're 4 full moons in our readings for folks in the chat, and now with our Tarotscopes for the day. Taurus, honey loves, this one's for you. 2 of caves, keyword diversity. Oh my goodness, the love that you're called to right now. And I kind of want to speak to one of my favorite bulls, my favorite Taurians is Marissa de la Pena. And they've just created a pair of shoes for DC Shoes in a group of artists that, to be honest with you, didn't look very diverse. It had literally no age in it whatsoever that I could see, but I'll have to go back and check. But honestly, I just get fucking tired of going and checking. I don't want to check anymore. I just want to say, like, call me. Give me those gigs for old ladies. Come on, let's go. Taurus, rest inside of your body. Go exactly to what your body's calling for. Marissa de la Pena's shoes that they created for this special edition to be auctioned off shoe has their delicious ranita, their little rana shoes, show their froggies on there. And Taurus, you're asked very specifically to create balance in your body on your body's terms, right? The green field is about your money, your home, and your body, right? Your body needs rest on your body's terms, not some outside idea of your body's terms, specifically how your body is calling for it, okay? Keyword diversity is just about you listening to your body better than before, right? Today's a new day, and your body is calling you brand new, okay? So awesome, Taurus. Love you so much. That moon phase is calling. This is the waxing gibbous moon phase, showing you sort of dealing with enormity. How do you recalibrate yourself to deal with all the magic and options and abundance that's coming your way? Blue hematite is one of my favorite. I didn't say that right. Blue kyanite is what's on this card, is a really great card for starting over now. 1 second. Swallow spell, everybody. It's because we didn't drink for our 5 of waves. Blue kyanite is at the very core of this card, reminding you to utilize this powerful stone, even an image of this powerful stone, to recalibrate how energy flows through your physical form. Try your hardest not to look over to the side at your magic. Get square with it. What exactly are you trying to accomplish with your rest? Put your tits and your toes right towards it. All right, there we go. I got it out. Gemini babes, this one's for you. Okay, there we go. 3 of lasers, art spell. Wow, the new moon now beckons, reminding us to lay our burdens down. When we initiate new things, we need to really, truly, consciously let go of that old shit. There's the crow. Not a jackhammer today. The natural world is calling. That 3 of lasers, aka 3 of wands, keyword is art spell. It's utter passionate creativity time for you, Gemini. Those works will come with the full spectrum of every way that you've loved and lost. You don't have to hide either one of those things. How you have loved and how you have lost. Everything's invited to your art spell. Fabulous. Okay, Cancer babes, here we go. More from the top. Okay. The Magician card, I'm loving it. These rewilded cards are popping back up for us. Cancer, magic is afoot, and it's in the natural world. I know you got a mountain of work to accomplish. The only way to get through it is being inside your physical natural world. Take those breaks on the hour to let the actual air be on your flesh, no matter what your experience is. You're going to hear my heater pop on a second, and that is not needed right now. So maybe if Boone's on the broadcast, you can turn the heater down. This natural abundance that awaits you as the clock is at 12 on the hour, just pop your face out a window or door and let air touch your flesh in any way you can, okay? Because that's how you're going to reorder things to get through that mountain of work you got going. All right, Leo, the bottom of the deck. Knight of Caves, feast. Leo, the Knight of Caves is calling, aka Knight of Pentacles. You need help, and there are helpers. You just have to be humble about how awesome those helpers are. For some reason, jealousy comes up in this space. Let it go, specifically by joining the club. Your helpers are hot. Your helpers are beautiful. Your helpers are everything you dream of being. Don't be jealous. Don't be shy about loving them right out loud. Celebrate those helpers. Celebrate those magical black stallions of helper sort of herds that are coming into your life. Feast. Yeah, you go make some dinner and let your helper handle it. It ain't that deep, right? You go make some supper now, honey, and you let your helper take care of that business, all right? Purple Field is showing you developing your psychic ability and your relationship with your spirit guides. Your spirit helpers are gorgeous and glorious, and they're totally here for you. And don't be jealous of their ability. You'll get there. So much fun. Virgo, oh my goodness. I just love magic so much. 5 of lasers, disenchanted for you, Virgo. You kind of work best when you're a little bit irritable and pissed off and thinking that you're pulling all the weight. So kind of know that when you feel disenchanted, in a way, you're kind of in your wheelhouse. And to just dig it. Move into it. Love that little edge that you have. And let it be your tongue of fire that says, yo, come on, group. chat. Come on, group project. Come on, group love. Let's get it together. We said we were going to stay on track. It's time to stay on track. Use that tongue of fire to keep your group on track. All right, here we go, Libra. A little deeper in the deck. Almost 2 cards. 3 of waves. Everybody drink. Keyword is collaborate. You've got some incredible magic coming your way, Libra. You don't have to ride it as one big tsunami. You ride it one collaboration at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time, one sip at a time, one swallow at a time. Libra, enjoy this time. Enjoy this time. It's the dance floor of the oceans of emotion that you've been preparing for your whole life. Well done. Scorp, Queen of Blades, lucidity. I'm feeling so blessed right now. I just want to share that with you. As this moon in Scorpio is really wild and woolly and kind of heavy, I like it like that. I like the intensity of being a witch. And Scorpio, I know you do too. So be in your queendom, be in the deliciousness of those wild enactments that we queens can easily sort of, with the flick of a wand or that breeze through the trees, change everything. Scorpio, you have the ability now to change everything with your lucid dreaming, with your lucid waking mind, with your clarity, right? Get to it, because your body awaits these shifts. Your body awaits these changes. Your moon phase, which I adore for you, shows you being hyper protective of your essence right now and nurturing your baby self with everything you got, right? Fun, beautiful card. Okay, Saggy, here we go. Right off the top. 7 of waves. Everybody drink. Our swallow spell's getting a lot of action today. Sagittarius. The 7 of waves can suggest an anxiety in your feelings, that create physical waves of anxiety through your body as you wait. Look at the keywords that are floating through your mind right now. And if you're focusing on how long everybody's taking and how long you're waiting, you will be expanding that mode. What are the keywords that you're gently rolling down the stream? I'm doing it. I just fucking rowed my boat on that one, sweetie. Have more fun. This does not have to be so laborious, honey. Have fun in the waiting. Sometimes getting ready for the prom is actually more fun than the prom itself. Cappy, I love you. The moon card. We hardly ever pull the moon card over here lately. And wouldn't you know, Capricorn gets the moon card. The moon card is a set of wings that actually existed at the Tarothon for Indigenous Earth Justice that was in person, in real life, at Open Eye Crystals, held by the wondrous Golden Dome School. The diviner founder of Golden Dome School, Eliza Swan, is the creator of Tarothon, period. It's their invention. Just like Tarot and Tea is Maritza K. Rubio, who is the divine creatrix of the Makara Center for the Arts, the founder and director of that not-for-profit organization. So what exactly, Cappy, are you the intellectual property owner of? What's in your subconscious mind that's yearning to breathe free? This moon phase shows divination as the key word for the mode that you will work with your subconscious mind right now. It's almost like you can just let the sweetness linger on your lips rather than speaking into existence what your dreams are. Remember, this is about your body, your home, and your abundance in the green field. Get out all those crystals and really regrid your bedroom where you're sleeping right now, Capricorn, to enliven your dreams and call upon the actual life force within those crystals to come and show you the way. Like, let that moon mind, your subconscious mind, sort of work out exactly how those dreams are coming true. You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to work so hard. Aquarius. All right, honey loves. All right, there it is. It's on the table. It's the bottom. It's the 5 of Caves. Aquarius, you deserve / want, need physical grounding and the joy of isolation. It's a joy. You know that you like it when everybody else is nailed down so you can just float around. Your isolation has movement in it because it lets you just trip out. So enjoy these times of isolation right now. Happy birthday to you, Aquarius. The green field, remember, is your body, your abundance, your money. All of this can be easily, carefully considered by what you remove, because this is the last quarter moon phase where we focus on what we're cutting cords with, what we're releasing from our life, right? What we're banishing, if you will, from our life in order to remain well. Literally, this is about you remaining well. I posted on my Instagram stories yesterday, the incredible Channy Nicholas was pointing out to us all the planets in Aquarius, including the moon next week. So you got a lot going on. There's a lot of floating stones right now. So you got to cut off what's dragging you down right now so you can enjoy the power of where you're holding as an individual. Awesome. Thank you for that, Aquarius. I feel like that was an epic read for all of us. The page of lasers for you, Aquarius. The keyword is sanguine. I'm going to do like I like to do over here, and I'm going to read the dictionary definition, sweethearts, of the word sanguine, because I can go on and on about how much I adore this word. It's one of my faves. This is one of the very first cards that I created for Moon Baby Magic Tarot. And I would like you to hear the reason why I put this on here after I tell you the actual definition, because God damn it, it's my show and I feel like we're looking up the dictionary. Listen to this business. In the new moon, when we're laying our burdens down, right? With this keyword sanguine, which means optimistic or positive, especially in an apparently bad or difficult situation. It's challenging to know how to exist sometimes as we're that enthusiastic student, right, Pisces? It's challenging to know how to exist. It's challenging to know how to be in our sanguine, natural love and enthusiasm, and how utterly fucked up the world is right now. We live in such an abundant place. Every solution is offered to us with the gifts of our planet. And yet we have this all fucked up, rigged system. And you know it, Pisces, you're such a deep spiritual soul. Celebrate that you hold in your body those ancient truths from the depths of our ocean. the ancient truths of the depths of our ocean that has all the medicine we need, all the food we need, all the ways that the earth is systemic and can support life for all. Everyone can be fed and sheltered. Everyone can have sovereignty on this planet. And we're working our way back to that, Pisces. Do that with joy, right? In the face of all these challenges. Do it with optimism in the face of all these challenges. And thank you so much for letting me read that for you, Pisces. All right, sweet pies, I love you all so much. I'm going to take a little peek here. I believe that there was somebody else that I was going to pull a card for, and that's you, Rose, saying, good morning, sweet Mama Witch. Good morning to you, Rose. Your question is, I will just turn up the screen to read it just a tad better. Is your career path going to turn into a positive direction? Interview today. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, Rose, we got to get you ready. We got to spit shine you for the interview. I love this green field. I love the sunflower. That shows you illuminating your strengths in your physical form. What are you good at? Maybe you want to wear green or something like it today. Very soothing color. It's the color of money. Here we go. Career. 9 of Waves, manifest. Everybody drinks. So for one thing, nurture, nurture, nurture this spell, Rose, with literal physical hydration. That went down really nice and easy. This is a wonderful stone wall, which is very, very precious to me in England, in a little town in West Sussex called Tillington. This is their gorgeous, very old wall. I said, it's ancient. And my best friend said to me, no, Stonehenge is ancient. This wall is old. It's like more than 500 years old. Be there for your body today with all these choices that lay before you, the beauty of all the cups on this gorgeous, glorious, very old wall. That new moon shows you initiating new things. This is a new spell. So might as well tuck in some plantkin in your underpinnings, whatever that looks like for you. I wear a bra, I wear panties, I wear socks. Whatever your underpinnings are, they need to be loaded with Spanish lavender and things that you connect with that give you strength and love. Mine would be loaded with juniper berries and rosemary, and like I said, that Spanish lavender and some homegrown sweet alyssum. You have to do what's right for you. The nectars of those plants will protect you, and it'll be fun, and you can stay grounded in that way. This pink field shows you reconciling something inside yourself, some little lack of confidence that's very old. It's time to give yourself a lot of self-love and self-care, nurturing that place, being in your confidence and going for the cash. You got this, Rose. You got this. 9 of Waves, manifest. You have to name and claim the price. Go in there really ready to negotiate too. Remember, you got to go up, because in this unsustainable capitalist patriarchy, they're always going to whittle you down. So you got to go up. You got to state your worth. You got to have a talk with yourself in the mirror and just say, Rose, you fabulous creature. Let's go fucking get it. Awesome. I hope that was fun for you, because it certainly was for me. I'm just going to take a little peek at the chat. Thank you so, so much for your love. Juliana wants a card today. Thank you for the rainbow love. I love it so, so much. That shows me some really non-binary in love. That rainbow goes right overhead, so I think it's the top card for you today, Juliana. 7 of Blades, bypass. 7 of Blades. 7 of Blades is telling you to really focus on what's overhead, not just because of the rainbow, but that yellow field is the air, the sacred element of air. This moon phase is our first quarter moon phase, showing you creating space for divination, space for your spirit guides to communicate with you. That's that yellow field of communication and celebrating life. There's something about this too that's showing me the deep need for you to protect your little baby self inside. Best way to do that is with play. Do something really fun for yourself today, especially like bird watching and enjoying how you like to learn, really enjoying it, Juliana. Um, Bypass. Oh, goodness, the mental torture that can sometimes come while trying to tune into your magic shows me that somehow you were taught to bypass the joy and the pleasure, the celebration within magic. And that's just no longer appropriate for you, Juliana. You're growing and you're changing. Change is in the air. The winds of change are blowing for you. Love it. Thank you for your presence here, sweetheart. Thank you for the Witch's Brew. Darling loves, we have been on the broadcast for an hour and a half. I keep swearing to myself I can nip it in, but celebrating the works of Damashana, celebrating the works of folks in this space, celebrating the works of magic that are coming through as we're setting up our tent in this fecund field with tarot today is a real privilege and a joy. I want to alert you to please, please go over to my ASMR spell honoring the work of Leonora Carrington called Giantess. I too created a tarot spread within that ASMR spell. It's a fixed, edited spell that's on my channel. I posted it in my Instagram stories today. My beloveds at the Witches Confluence posted about Leonora Carrington today, and it just lets me enjoy her even more. Oh my goodness, I'm so looking forward to, with all the patience in the world, I'm enjoying this gorgeous, languid lovemaking between Folger Press and I. I love them and the smash hit that they have on their hands and the way they're learning how to ship sold out items. I too have that challenge. So sweeties, when the Tarot of Leonora Carrington comes in here, you bet your boots I'm going to make a real big deal out of it. So you can support this channel by doing really simple things like staying through the ads when they show up in the broadcast, watching the ad before or after the broadcasts and the videos that I create here. That's an easy way that you can create funds for me because I am monetized here and I am looking forward to receiving some Google AdSense. You don't always have to send me a Witch's Brew in the chat. It's greatly appreciated when you do. I ain't got any problem receiving funds. That's something it's taken me a lifetime to learn how to do. So sweethearts, we'll gather again tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Pacific because Fridays are longer form. I love you dearly. Please remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is my spell. Now you hang out for a second while I shield this camera and look back in the chat and walk you out, which is one thing I really, really love to do. I love a gentle goodbye. And so, sweethearts, stay with me as I try to rig this up. There we go. I think I did it. Oh, good. Now I can softly walk you out and take a peek. Oh, Yasmin, it's lovely to see you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, love you so much. Thank you, Claire. Thank you so, so much. Lovely. Yeah. Please, Rose, let us know how things go. Good luck at your interview. This is amazing. Hello, Gwendolyn Rose. I think I'm going to take a peek here real quick. Gwendolyn Rose Dixon. Spanish lavender is so gorgeous. It does hit different. Oh, I know. It's very, very sensuous. I hope that you'll consider coming to my sliding scale Sensuous Magic on Saturday. Well, you'll be able to see some of the beloveds in our worldwide coven if they turn their camera on. Our sensuous transfiguration through pleasure magic spell has room on the broom. I created an incredible witch's brew, which is being emailed to folks today so they can make it prior to our spell. It is a sensuality spell. It is a sex magic spell. Of course, I want you to know that it is a spell for all adult bodies, and we are not going to be nude in this spell. It is not a sky-clad spell, sweethearts. All are welcome. You know, you can turn your camera off and do whatever you want, though, honestly. You don't have to be live projecting your image. And your mic will only be on, hey Claire, at the end, where we will be doing some processing and Q&A at the end of the 2-hour enactment. So all are welcome. Yeah, I'm so grateful too. I just heard Juniper. Does Juniper want to come and say hi? I'll flash Juniper if anybody's interested. I love that we're a little sweet coven here right now. If she shows up, she shows up. All right, sweeties, sending you lots of love. Have a super splendid day. Love you. Bye.